Hello, Genius investors, and of course, all our special guests who have joined us for today's conversation. I'm Christy Emmanuel, and you are on to Genius Investors. If this is your first time of joining us, Genius Investors is a group of smart individuals across the globe, and what we do is to look out for businesses and investments that are in the blockchain space. And when we find any of them, we first of all test them ourselves, research it with our resources before sharing with our friends, the general public, and our acquaintances. So you're here to see one of such opportunities we found: meet tokenization and the fourth industrial revolution. I mean, the world is rapidly changing. Blockchain, tokenization, artificial intelligence continues to transform the way the world works and the way our lives are going. And there is no better time to be in the conversation to understand the opportunities that are available within this space. And so what we're set to do with today's conversation is to help you harness the power and, of course, the wealth creation opportunities that these technologies bring so that you can create wealth for yourself. Legally, you can create wealth for yourself credibly and, of course, sustainably. And so we're set to have this 1 hour packed event, and we have our lead in today's conversation to guide us. He is Lawrence Enebeli. Lawrence Enebeli is the CEO of Vashito Digital Assets Advisory. He's an investment coach, a blockchain consultant, and our lead, like I've said here, at Genius Investors. He has at least 15 years of experience in this space, and today we're going to be leveraging all that wealth of knowledge to identify opportunities that are within blockchain, tokenization, and artificial intelligence to create wealth sustainably, legally, and credible. Now, what you want to do is to get yourself ready, have your journals, have your screenshot applications, anything that allows you to capture your thoughts. This is the time you want to eliminate all distractions as much as possible. And if you have any questions while we're on this presentation, please feel free to leave them in the chats. They will all be responded to before the end of today. Coach Lawrence, your guests await you. Over to you.
All right. Many thanks, Christy, for that warm introduction. And guests, welcome to another Power Pack session where we get to talk about money. You know, there are two types of money. From where I come from, some in a village, somewhere in the south part of Nigeria, we have two ways of describing money. The small one is called money. You pronounce it quickly because it doesn't buy much. And the big one, you know, the one that you keep spending and spending and spending, is like a river. It never runs dry. When you want to pronounce that kind of money, you know, you breathe in like a child would and say, money. You know, the type that gets everybody to smile. Okay, so we bring you opportunity to earn the small one, money, and the big one, money. Okay? And so, but before we talk about money, the standard practice in the world is to do a disclaimer. So the information and conclusions I'm about to show you on behalf of Genius Investors team are mine and our collective experience and conclusion after doing our own individual and collective due diligence. However, that is our opinion. It does not represent, you know, investment advice for you as an individual. Each person is required as an adult to do their own due diligence. And if you need materials, reach out to us. We'll share materials with you that aided us, that can quicken your process. I promise you one thing though, if you do it properly, like we have taken time to do it, you'll come to the same conclusion we're about to share. So enjoy yourself as we go on the ride. Since we're talking about money, one may ask, how many ways are available for someone to earn money? There are only 4, and the answer is provided by a gentleman called Robert Kiyosaki. His books have been in the New York bestseller list for about 20 years now. He's the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad and Cash Flow Quadrant. But to answer that question is this quadrant on the screen. The first way to earn money that everybody knows is go to school, get a good degree, get a good job, and blah, blah, blah. But get somebody to employ you. 60% of the adult population does that, and they're on the left-hand side of the quadrant. Another way to earn good money is to say, no, I'm highly talented. So you invest in your talent. Like a musician will do, a footballer will do, you know, a hairstylist will do, somebody who designs clothes like this, like I'm wearing, will do, and so on and so forth. The best gynecologists, the best lawyers, we call them in the African palace, where I come from, they call them solo. Solo means solo sport. They are loners in the game of life. So they are so highly qualified that everybody wants them and them alone. The problem is that they don't have enough time to enjoy the money. 24 hours is not enough because both the rich and poor are coming for them. Like my hairdresser, for example, my barber. If he's not the one, I feel uncomfortable trying another person. I never ask him, when do you sleep? When do you see your family and all of that? He charges highly, but I pay. So what am I saying in effect? 35% of the world population are self-employed. 60% are, employees. So what does that lead us to? They are sharing only 5%. Please take a look. They are sharing only 5% of the available wealth. 95% of the world population, 60 plus 35, are sharing sharing only 5%, I meant to say, only 5% of the world's wealth. So is that all? No, there are smarter guys. These smarter guys are on the right-hand side. So I want to show you how to be like these people. What makes them smart? They are just 5% of the world population. They are called business owners and investors anyway. And they share 95% of the world's wealth. So imagine that you are in primary school, probably 6 years of age or 7 years of age, and you are asked this question. Those on the left-hand side, you share only 5% of the world's wealth, and those on the right-hand side, you share 95% of the world's wealth. Now choose where you'll be. What will be your answer? So if you didn't choose well because you're not aware years back, I have good news for you. On behalf of Genius Investors and our business partners at Xerapro, we have opportunity that you can leverage technology to move to the right-hand side of the quadrant, even though you are here. Remember, most of us started as paid employees and self-employed, myself inclusive. But probably about, right now, roughly about 20 years ago, I came across this man's work and I made a decision that, no, haven't started here, must end here, must, by legal and credible means. And so you don't do that by affirmation, you do that by building systems. Business owners, like owners of banks, owners of the telecom companies, owners of, big companies that employ people gainfully and pay tax, they are good in starting businesses and getting them go. That's an uncommon skill. But they are 4% only of the world population, Facebook owner, Amazon owner, for example. But there's another group of people called investors. They're just 1% of the world population. These people have money and they have what it takes to find businesses that are doing well and invest their money there for return on investment. So 4% plus 1% share 95% of the world's wealth. This is 2024. The best way to get here and share with these guys is to use technology, because one technology can do the work of probably 50 people, sometimes 500 people. It doesn't sleep. So to get you the productivity of a business owner, you need technology. And the best technology in today's world is the blockchain, artificial intelligence. So a combination of all of those two can give you an uncommon advantage. Even though you're here, you can have your foot here as a business owner. I will show you how that works, and as an investor. Let technology work for you instead of work against you. So let's go. So if we are ready, can we type 1 on the comment box? If we are ready to see how to use technology to move to the right-hand side of the cash flow quadrant so that you can be free financially, can we type 1 on the comment box? So I'm watching to see how many of us are ready and have followed the discussion so far. Someone say Kabadas. Yes, that's it. Okay. Only one person is ready. Oh, okay. Okay, Anen ready. Okay, Genius Investors ready. All right, so let's go there. So our business partner, thanks for the responses. Our business partner of choice is called Xerapro. I will explain. Xerapro is a company of human beings like you and I, a team of human beings who own their own blockchain. We co-own a blockchain called layerk. We're human beings. We have our money, we have our connections, we have our influence. But we choose to use our money, connections, and influence to promote business that is put exclusively on a particular blockchain. So you can't get into that blockchain and these features without passing through us. And we extend that relationship to you today. You can be part of that ecosystem. It's a closed ecosystem. Only us can expand it. But the deal we have exclusive rights to those deals, and you can be part of it. I'll be showing you the deal. This strategy I'm showing you is born out of the need, the world we need it. We need to cut off middlemen, and we need to take possession of technology that is ruling the world, so that we don't wake up one day, AI has wiped us out. Let us be the one owning AI instead of AI threatening us. So what market are we disrupting? What is the market size? Because you want to know whether in Africa, they say if you want to eat frog, eat a big one. Okay, so how big is the market? You must have heard of hardware like computers, phones and all of that. Those things cannot work without the software. So there's a hardware market and there's a software. That is why Microsoft became one of the richest people in the world in the last probably 15 years. Okay, the owner of Microsoft. Meanwhile, he doesn't own any hardware company, but a software company runs most of the computer hardwares. So we have that edge today. We have a layerk blockchain that's equivalent to a software that is running in phones now that mint money, in gadgets I'm going to show you, and so on, that you can take advantage of. The productivity hits the roof. We have our own hardware and we have our own software. So we're like the Microsoft and also like the Dell computer of the blockchain. That's one market we're disrupting. Another market we're disrupting is worth over $800 trillion. It's called tokenization. What is tokenization? Tokenization says, instead of you to own your company and take it to the stock market to decentralize the ownership so that everybody can buy it as shares. You must have heard of shares of company. Bring the same company and assets to the blockchain. We do the same thing stock market would have done for you, but here, we give you digital assets called tokens. So instead of shares, you have tokens. What are the advantages? Tokens can be sold with your smartphone and bought with your smartphone. Tokens, nobody regulates token inside the blockchain. The regulation happens before. And so inside the blockchain, we're like one global community. So middlemen are cut off, transaction speed is high, risk is low because the blockchain, if it is decentralized like our own layerk blockchain, it is statistically impossible to hack into a sufficiently decentralized blockchain. These are the experts saying that. I'm just quoting them, okay? If your blockchain is sufficiently decentralized, the experts say, and I quote, that it's statistically impossible to hack into such a blockchain. I'll be explaining how that works with our layerk blockchain soon. Then there's artificial intelligence. You must have heard AI is the new big deal in the world. The question you want to ask yourself is, will you allow AI work for you or you want AI to wipe you out? We at Xerapro, with our blockchain and AI community technology, privately owned AI and blockchain community, blockchain technology, I meant to say, we choose to employ AI instead of have AI disrupt, our livelihood. Okay? Then finally, we're human beings. You have opportunity to market. You have opportunity to influence. You're starting from your immediate family, your immediate friends, your besties, social media, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and all of that. You see influencers there. Have you seen anybody influencing people on how to make money by legal and credible means? I mean, showing people how to make money by legal and credible means. Doing what you're about to listen to right now, where you can win and the person will win. Most of them are entertainers, which is okay. They earn money, but you don't earn money, or do you? So here is a win-win. So there's an affiliate marketing program where you can plug in. Most people that are working in the world today, they are complaining that the salary is not enough after tax. So what is the solution to that? You plug in. You can work from home here, and your efforts are compensated on a daily basis, and it's in euro and dollar. You choose which one works for you. And so this is the reason we called you out today. There's money on the table, and we need to share that money right now. Okay? So what's our roadmap? Where are we headed? What are the advantages? There are many deals in the market. Why should I go with Xerapro? That's the next question. One, we're human beings. Two, we're expanding our community. Three, we take time to educate you. It's a global business, you will have noticed. And you run it from your home. As far as you have a smartphone and then you have internet, you're good to go. Okay? Now, somebody invited you, isn't it? I'm the one doing the presentation. You could have also invited somebody. So that's how we plan to grow the community. And now that community growth gives the blockchain edge to be decentralized. Then you also participate in the real world education of your fellow human being. School has done what it can do, but it's not enough. So we need to take it further, from there. Our parents have done what they could have done, but it's not enough. We have to take responsibility for giving the next generation what it needs. And what it needs today must be aided by technology. Nobody has an option. So we are holding the technology on the head and driving it as human beings. So will you join us? And we have groundbreaking plan how to do this so that it goes around across the entire globe. Nobody's left behind. So today is your own choice. Today is your own time. Today is your own opportunity to grab it ahead of others. And I will show you what the early commerce advantage are. So most people don't have a plan for their life, the 5-year plan. They don't have. They only have how they will go to school, get a wife or a husband, have children, and so on. But financial plan or a plan to participate in the direction of the world, so that when you live here, people will know that yes, so person came, saw, participated, and even conquered. Most people don't have that. So Xerapro, we at Xerapro, we have it. So we have our 4-year plan, and you can join us to be the most decentralized blockchain community in the world, where the community owns the blockchain and owns all the deal inside there. Every deal you can participate from an ownership perspective. Remember, the aim is to move you from the left-hand side of that quadrant I started with to the right-hand side, where you are becoming a business owner and an investor, where you share in 95% of the world's wealth, instead of where most people currently are now. Over 80% of the world population are currently sharing only 5% of the world's wealth. No wonder, no matter which country you come from, you find out that the very rich, the really rich people, the people who have the one I call money, the one somebody in the chat button calls kabadas. There are few. There are few. I visited Dubai Mall some time ago, sometime in January this year, late January. I was in Dubai Mall, and I was strolling with somebody, and because we met in a particular shop, and we left and we were walking and we were going to the car garage. When I got to the car garage, a very posh car came out from the garage with a valet key and gave to the person that was working with me. Of course, I was a visitor in Dubai. My hotel is just a walking distance. And I saw this person drive with a very fast-moving car, one of those very deep, luxurious cars. I couldn't be fast enough to know the make of the car. So that dawned on me that, man, even though we're trekking, our bank accounts are probably not the same. I came to the car park to walk to my hotel room, and a valet driver brought a very posh 2-door car for the person I was working with, and the person was wearing shorts. So have you had such experiences where you know that fingers are never what? Equal. But you can grow. That's the point we're making here. You can grow from where you are to where you need to be. I took my own decision many years ago. Today may be your own, and these are the people that will lead you in the direction you want to go. Who are they? Screenshot this page, please. Do your own due diligence about them. Each one of them, I know them. I've seen them in meetings. I've seen the way they speak. I've seen some of their children. I've seen some of their wives. They're real human beings. Some of them have 35 years experience in this particular business of using human beings to promote, something that is legal and credible, so the money can go around. And this kind of affiliation program of helping people, connecting people and all of that is the best way to hold people together so that we all move en masse to the right-hand side. If you are willing to move, that is if you are not too heavy. And in this presentation, I'm giving you time to screenshot to see the leadership that is leading you in the direction. Their pedigree, you can check them out, because everything rises and falls on leadership. No man can give what he doesn't have. If you don't have love for people, if you don't have experience of doing business, if you don't have experience of caring for human beings, and if you don't have experience with obeying laws, you will try and cut corners eventually because you don't have the pedigree. These guys have the pedigree. Now we're combining that pedigree with the blockchain technology and artificial intelligence to disrupt the world using tokenization and others through affiliation marketing. Affiliation marketing means you don't have to be a programmer. You don't have to do more than you're already doing, but to plug in, have your own license, which we call a referral link, and use it to invite people to meetings like this. The experts, okay? We have a lot of experts, or a few experts at that, at Genius Investors. I'm just the one doing today's presentation, okay? And we are here to explain to you how this system works. It's plug and play. You don't need to go back to school. You don't need to have master's degrees. You don't even need to know how to speak English that much. Just know how to communicate, and you can know how to use a smartphone. You are good to go. The rest will be explained because the company does daily presentations, almost daily strategy meetings. We are Genius Investors. We're here to handhold you, right? Then wherever you are, whatever your educational level or language level, we do our presentation at the company by Xera in 8 languages. You think about that. So from the comfort of your room right now, you can use technology to build a global business and move yourself from the right-hand side, from the left-hand side, where only 5% of the world population are sharing, where 95% of the adult world population are sharing just 5% of the world's wealth. While only 5% of the adult world population are sharing how many? 95% of the world's wealth. So when you hear statistics like, first is it true? You go and read Rich Dad Poor Dad and Cash Flow Quadrant. Write that down if you've not seen those books, particularly Cash Flow Quadrant, English word, Cash Flow Quadrant. There's only book by that title in the world. The author is the man I showed you his quadrant, Robert Kiyosaki. You will see the proof. Now, what are you going to do about it? We found the best way to go around it, and we found technology. That is why we're doing this to you. So it's a global movement. You be part of it. It's registered, it's legal, it's regulated business. It's a credible business led by credible people. And I've challenged you to check our leadership. The person who invited you here to tell you about me. Okay, my slide will show that at the beginning and at the end, you can also run a check on me. And then you will listen to what we're going to present to you. Because we are currently about 2 million people. Somebody needs to be muted, please. So we are currently about 2 million people in Xera promoting this technological revolution. And you want to be part of us. Remember, it's plug and play. You don't need to do anything other than 2 steps I will show you at the end, right? And you could have been here with your spouse, your bestie, and your friends. Okay? Quality information leads to quality outcome. Chinese, they say garbage in, garbage out, right? Good thinking, good product. All right? Okay, so our ecosystem is comprised of a layer K blockchain. Layer K blockchain, for those who don't know, blockchain is called digital ledger technology. I repeat, digital ledger technology, in case you want to check it out. Is the 3rd stage development out of the internet. The internet is already 30 years old. The first time it came, email was the first thing that made us realize that, this is probably a good technology. Then the eggheads who understood it developed social media. With the coming of social media, relationship was emboldened. Video calls, calls across the globe. Before, it used to be very expensive, but with the coming of WhatsApp, Facebook, and so on, everything now, is globalized and cheap. So, but your email address can be hacked into. Do you remember? Your social media accounts, there are evidence that of some of the accounts being hacked into. Hacking is a process of stealing. So a technology needed to be born that does not allow hacking. Because with hacking, you can't do financial transactions using those technology. And that gave rise in 2009, January to be precise, the born of the blockchain, the use case of the blockchain. The first use case was Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin became very popular. Bitcoin is now popular. You don't need to tell anybody what is Bitcoin, except the person is not watching news, right? But 15 years ago, it used to be news. What is it? But Bitcoin is not the main deal, my friends. The main deal is the technology that gave rise to Bitcoin. And that's the technology I'm calling you now to come and co-own. It's called a blockchain. So it has been designed in a way that a name is now given to the one that you can co-own today called layer K. It is because it is decentralized. Decentralized means the ownership is not located in one person. And the group of persons that co-own the layer K blockchain is what I'm telling you, I call Xerapro. And you're 1 click, or let's say 2 clicks away to participate in your own co-ownership of that blockchain. Our blockchain is registered and regulated from the UAE. The UAE is one of the 5 countries in the world that have a blockchain law. So you can sue the government can sue you. Another country that has a blockchain law is Singapore. Another one is Estonia. Another one is, forgotten that man's name, the one that turned Bitcoin as a legal tender in his country, and so on and so forth. So the top 5, UAE is there. That's the main point. US is there, but their laws are still being developed as we speak. And if you follow the debate, the political debate taking place in 2024 in the United States of America, you see that the blockchain technology is a major discussion where the votes will go. So you're participating in the business where the world has realized from dream that, what? If you don't take action, we're going to be wiped out financially. And then we found a solution to how common person you and I can participate. And that blockchain name is called Layer K. You can write it down, layerk.com. You can see the second here where my cursor is. Layerk.com is the official blockchain, the official website of the blockchain partner. Now, the blockchain gives you opportunity to do a lot of things, including tokenization. Tokenization, the way I explained it before, is like what the stock market does. So that market now is worth over 800 trillion. Assets, real world assets like real estate, gold, silver, landed property, oil, gas, air, works of art, music, and so on that are already due for tokenization are worth over 800 trillion. Source of information, World Economic Forum report 2029. What does that mean to you? It means that money is exchanging hand. From where it is moving. We're moving house. Worth 800 trillion worth of assets. From where it is right now to the blockchain. So which blockchains qualify to take possession of this house moving. There's one comedian that says something is one moving. So this one is house moving. Okay, house, quote unquote. Assets are moving from where they are located into the blockchain because the blockchain has features that make it unhackable. You cannot change information. It's immutable and it's transparent. Anything you kept there stays for life. So any record there is impeccable. This is true. The most secure technology in the history of man, the recorded history of man till date, in terms of security, is the blockchain. So owning the one that is regulated, has laws governing it, regulated by Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority of the UAE, VAROA, and also regulated by MICA, MICA, Markets in Crypto Assets. That's the official regulator for the continent of Europe for blockchain and related activities, MICA and VERA. So if you have two of such serious-minded regulators from serious-minded countries that obey law and have discipline and have development going for them, you know you have something above probably 90% of the rest of the blockchain companies from beginning. That's an undue advantage. Then our blockchain also has up to 30,000 transaction speed per second. You think about that. I'll tell you more shortly. Then from day one, we have partners in the different industries that are ruling the world. What industries are ruling the world? One, trading. Whether you are trading Bitcoin for dollar, or you're trading Ethereum for dollar, or you're trading Solana for dollar, Quantwise will wipe you out if you don't pay attention. The attention I want you to realize that Quantwise has a trading bot, an artificial intelligence, that has been tested for the past 4 years. This is the 4th year of testing it. And it has read everything that has ever happened in the market, in the crypto market, since 2009 till date, and processes information at the rate of 40 gigabytes per second. Up to 40 gigabyte speed per second. You know what a second is? So you can't compete, and there is no bot as we speak that equals that or surpasses that number of processing of information. So what does that do for you? While you're sleeping, the AI is already processing information, analyzing it, and we shut down trade if it sees a potential loss. But we continue to trade if it sees a potential gain. That way you can be trading with your money intact. You know, rule number one in investment is never ever lose your money. And rule number two is remember rule number one. So this artificial intelligence, I don't need to tell you what artificial intelligence does. It's now working for you to safeguard your money in trading. So to get access to it, the only way you can have it is through the layerk blockchain, through Xera, the community. The only way you can have access to this bot. I'll give you some details in the next slide. Then our next partners from day one is layerk. layerk is a venture capital business owner. They are the ones who have been doing launchpad business in a bigger blockchain that started earlier than layerk called Binance. What is a launchpad? Early stage projects like what do they call it? Facebook, Amazon, you know, tech companies, when they start early, nobody believes in them because their parents, the parents of these companies are even afraid that these companies will wipe them out. So nobody gives them attention. But those who give these tech companies attention at the early stage and invest little money with them and give them community that will help these companies to scale are called angel investors. So those angels is a very highly risky and highly rewarding area of business. So highly risky because the companies can go under. Highly rewarding because once they succeed, the minimum they do is 40x, 50x, 500x, 400x, 1000x. And I'll show you in the next slide are normal in that line of business. So layerk has useful collective experience, successful experience in that area. And they came to our blockchain to co-own it so that they provide the services to Xera community, you and I. So that you make money while you sleep in a highly volatile market, but with the security of experienced hand and AI working for you. So that you get the upsides, 40x, 50x, 1000x possible, and less of the downside. Then Neo1, our other partner. Remember, these are foundational partners disrupting different industries. Neo1 is a link between government printed money called fiat and blockchain produced money called crypto or digital currency. Imagine one app, one bank app having the two, so you can interrelate from one to the other. Instead of the two of them quarreling, the two of them interrelate and can co-exchange in one app. That's the business of Neo1 in summary. They started in Monaco, France, in Europe. So the app is already working in Europe. They are now their way to the US. They have license in the US and Canada. So they're processing more licenses to be able to reach the general public, okay, with their services. Next year, 2025, is Africa. Then the same, right now, they are penetrating Asia. They have 15 licenses. You know, in financial transaction, you can't enter without all the licenses provided upfront. New One, go to their website, type New One on Google, go to their website to see what I'm telling you about. They already have $4 billion they are managing for others. 3 billion in France and 1 billion in Dubai. They are our foundational partner. So we're one of the few companies in the world that have been given license to have crypto and banking facility in one app. Please think about it. It's, you know, groundbreaking. Then we have Hero FX. These are our partners for trading government to government money. Remember, Quantwise trades crypto to dollar, Bitcoin to dollar, Ethereum to dollar, Solana to dollar, and vice versa. Why Hero FX is Naira to Euro, dollar to yen, yen to, you know, Japanese and all of that, dollar, you know, all the other government currencies, but they underline the word using AI. These are one of the biggest, if not the biggest, industries in the world, trading, particularly forex trading, crypto trading, venture capital, and all of that. And then we're talking about using AI and blockchain to secure all of this. Who would like to miss this kind of ecosystem when you can just plug and play? Who would like to reinvent the wheel when the wheel has already been invented? So I told you about Wale K. So you can screenshot this page because I've told you everything you need to know. They have the experience, they have the pedigree. The difference here is that they are co-owning our blockchain and providing their services so that you can join us and make 100x, 200x, 400x, 30x, instead of making X means 35. When I say X, multiply X by the number I'm using. That is the return on your investment in terms of capital appreciation. Because you came in early. Just imagine you came in when Facebook was still in the dormitory, or you came when Amazon was still in the garage, and you put in, let's say, $10,000 or $5,000 or $100, and you didn't sell. What it will have multiplied to today? That's what we're talking about. So the question you want to ask yourself is, are there not companies still coming like Facebook in their infancy now? Are there not companies still coming like Amazon in their infancy now? If you are given opportunity to own them, would that not be a good deal, if I may ask you? So that's the opportunity Wale K gives you. But you have to be a member of the Xera community to access it. Okay? Right now, we're assessing one already. I'm happy about that. It's called Tomocat. You must have seen children tapping their phones all the time. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, it's good to tap phone and play and all and have fun. What about if they tell you to own that game? Own it because it's going to disrupt the world. Own it because children are addicted to it. Own it because people are playing on the game and getting money. You get it? Me, I watched Tom and Jerry, nobody paid me money. But today's children are tapping on their phone because we're in the gadget age, they're getting paid. And they grew up with it and expand the business from there. Wale K has put a leg there and is carrying us along in a project called Tomocat. Wale K promises to launch one new project for us to participate in every 2 months, average. And you want to take advantage to do 10x, 100x, 1000x, who wouldn't want that? Then let me now tell you the ultimate, Layer K. Layer K is a layer 1 blockchain, just like Ethereum, Solana, or Bitcoin. But it has the following features. Please screenshot. These features of smart contract qualifies it to do tokenization alongside its own smart chain. Please underline the word smart chain. Only 9 companies have their own smart chain as of December 2023. And it's smart chain is the quality that qualifies a blockchain to participate in tokenization, which I told you, according to World Economic Forum report, 2019 is worth over 800 trillion. So we have another blockchain joining that league called Layer K. We have decentralized governance. We have our own fully decentralized blockchain. This is very important. And I told you before that experts say, and I quote, if a blockchain is sufficiently decentralized, it has become statistically impossible to hack into that blockchain. Therein lies the security of the blockchain. No wonder the government of Dubai found us necessary to bring Dubai Desert Pearl, a project in the desert that will be built with 10 billion euro to be commissioned in 2029 to 2030. But to be the first tokenized city of that capacity in the world. And guess what? It was where it was tokenized. And our sister blockchain called Zenic. Zenic make up 60% of Layer K. The features of Zenic were programmed into Layer K. The other 40% came from Ethereum, Polygon, and Arbitrum blockchain. So you see, ask yourself, does the government of Dubai look to you like people who, after seeing what is happening in the world, when they are choosing a blockchain, they will make a mistake? to put their land in the desert and sink in 10 billion euro worth of construction with underground shopping mall, villas, football stadium, an equivalent of O2 Arena where there will be event center and what have you and what have you. You think about it. This is life. If you want to confirm what I'm telling you, type in desert pearl, P-E-A-R-L, desert pearl, and see what you get. You get a website and go there and see what I'm telling you. The whole of that city has been tokenized on the blockchain. You can only access it by buying into the token of our blockchain. You think about that. Why the rest of people are not understanding what is happening and are getting confused. Some of us are co-owning these opportunities at their infantry, so that when it skills, you can smile when other people are crying. That's the best way to be wealthy by legal and credible means, my friends. Okay? So I told you about blockchain, and it gives us the opportunity to co-own it. So these are the minters. These minters, I'm going to spend 1 minute to explain them. These minters contain chips. I mean, just imagine your decoder, your DSTV decoder, for example, or any decoder you use at home, subscription decoder. Inside this decoder is a chip that connects you with the cloud or internet or whatever that service is provided. The same thing with these boxes you're seeing. They contain chips. Okay, underline the word chips, microchips. Some of the chips help to keep the transaction record that happens on the blockchain. Remember, the blockchain is just a digital ledger, just that it's public and it's safe and it cannot be hacked into. More like a glass house that keeps record of everything that happens inside. And we're all the community policing it. So therein lies the security. Attracting a serious government like Dubai in a project called Desert Pearl, we have explained. Now, what makes it decentralized? What I'm showing you. So when you buy into this minter is on sale. I'll show you this price list. You activate it online with a back-end account. The account is attached to your registration. This minter gives you opportunity to be minting the token of the blockchain, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, every day for the period of the contract. The highest contract right now is 5 years, after which you can renew it. There's 1 year contract, there's 2 years contract, there's 3 years contract. But the importance of buying the machine and activating, buying the machine and it is shipped to your house, is that this machine in my house, the one in your house, the one in your neighbor's house, the one in Texas, the one in South Africa, the one is in Russia and all of that, simultaneously, when activated, keep the transaction record on the blockchain. So if a thief is trying to come and hack to falsify the record, it becomes statistically impossible to succeed. Why? You will have to hack all the minters in the various locations the same time, real time. You see, if you think about it, you now see why it is true that it is statistically impossible to do that. Therein lies the security. Because anything, you know the location, you can always steal it. At least the possibility of going to steal it in the location is there. But anything whose location is virtual or blurred, or you cannot identify it, or you cannot identify all of it, then it becomes an exercise in futility. Therein lies the importance of Xerapro to the layer K security. Therein lies your importance to this presentation. So this is on offer, and the advantages what I want to explain next. With as little as 100 euro, I'm not saying you should do 100 euro, but in case you want to test, most people can. Students even can afford 100 euro. It's less than an air ticket, okay? And probably less than most of the things we buy. It's, of course, no good phone is worth $100, but does your phone mint money? The answer most times is no. How about you buy a machine that mints money? This machine starts from 100 euro, 500 euro, 1,005, 4,005, 10,000, 25,000, 50,000. Okay, any one of them has 2 features that are very important. Feature number 1, from 500, you get a machine equivalent. If you're buying 100, that's just the virtual version. All the rest from 500 and above have both the virtual version and the physical version. Okay, if you want the physical version, there's a pop-up button after you buy, it will be shipped to you because you have to fill your delivery address. Of course, the cost of landing and all of that will be told you, DHL delivery and all of that. But let's look at the deal and the advantage. When you get the machine, you participate in the decentralization of the blockchain. So security is high. Number 2, because that will determine projects that will feel comfortable to come into your blockchain, and therefore the profitability of the token of that blockchain. So you're participating in the security of the blockchain, you're participating in the economics of the blockchain, you're participating as a stakeholder, as a member of Xera. Okay, so you buy $500, for example. Please note, the machine is called SK500, this particular example. And then the hash power is 0.18. Can you see? 0.1. You can screenshot this page and study it, please. So if you use 0.1, what does it mean? The meter is empty when you buy it. To get it to start producing, you now need to go to the market. The market is called Coinbase, an exchange for digital assets, and buy layer K token. It's selling for over $1 there now. about $1.50 to $2. That's what it's selling right now. Then you buy it. That means you have a collateral. You have an asset. This is your property. Then you transfer it to your back end. Your back end will be giving you through a link. The person who invited you here, tell the person to give you a link to register. It's free. That will confer you a back end. There are addresses there, wallets, with which to send this token to. Why are you sending the token? So that you can link it with your minter you bought, okay? And then the minter will start compensating you at this hash rate. 0.18 divided by 100, you get a number, call it X. Use that X to multiply the number of tokens you bought, layerk, which are your property, to stake. It will not be giving you staking reward. At the end of the contract period, your property you bought, which is the quantity of layerk you bought to be able to activate the minter, comes back to you because it was never an expenditure. What is an expenditure is the machine, and the physical machine, you will see it, and you're participating in a global project. So the higher the quantity, the higher the machine, the higher the rate. The higher the cost of the machine, the higher the minting rate, as you can see. This one is 0.18, this is 0.19, for example. And this one is the most popular one. If money is not the problem and you want to just do something, and the most popular one is this one. It has a very good deal. Okay, the hash rate is also 0.21. Hash power is just the way to be minting, okay, after you've done the mathematics, I say. Then there are freebies. You can see Quantwise in all of them. Quantwise is offering itself as a package to all this at this time. We don't know how long this will last. You're just buying a minter mainly, but Quantwise is coming as an addendum, as a freebie, as an airdrop, and things like that. So you want to take advantage of it. Another thing you need to know is that for anyone you choose to buy, you can link up to ×10 token collateral, the value of the minter. It's 1 for 10. You can link up to ×10 the value of the minter. Any minter you choose to buy, up to ×10. The exception is this one of 50,000. It has unlimited. You can see maximum lock-in here. It's through capping, nothing. We don't know how long this one is going to last. This is one that has the ultimate advantage. We don't know how long this one is going to last. This is the one that has the ultimate advantage. So if you are discussing somebody that really has money, people that have the money, or anybody that has understood what I've been saying, go for this one. Okay? It has the best deal. Why? It has no cap. You can even stake $1 billion in it. You can be staking your family, your generation, next children coming in the future and all of that. They will still be loading, and everybody will be collecting only the staking reward every day. You think about that. No cap. This one, I'm told, they're not as many as this other ones because of this advantage of no cap. Then see the extra freebies. There are Quantwise yearly license, as you can see, master yearly. You can see master lifetime. So if you buy this one of 25,000, you have lifetime Quantwise. Do you know people go to school and they're not taught about money? You can send your child to school and say, come, I have Quantwise for you. While you're schooling in school, you're on holiday, I show you how to use Quantwise to make money. So as you're schooling, you're making money. As you're home, you're making money. As you're sleeping, you're making money. As you're golfing, you're making money. As you're partying, you're making money. How about that? Quantwise got your back covered. Nobody told me this when I was in school. But I'm telling you now to tell your children that AI can work for them. And you can be the pioneer of that. Anything you teach your children at home, they take it seriously. So you want to take care seriously the information you're getting. Before the promo finishes, make hay while the sun shines. All of them have small Quantwise advantage. The difference is the higher you buy, the more the advantage. Okay, so I'm believing you will have screenshot this or you have decided which one, because this is where you have to take your decision. Whether you want AI to work for you or against you. Your decision is now. Which one are you going for? All right. If you want to test, this is where the testing starts. If you want to go big, this is where the deal is. So screenshot, please, help yourself and contact the person who invited you. But I finished this presentation, that was on Saturday, and someone told me, boy, you never showed us the mathematics. How is it that the return on investment? What exactly is the return on investment, my friends? What your bank cannot give you in 1 year as return on investment, this machine will give you in 1 month. What your bank cannot give you in 1 year as return on your fixed deposit investment in a bank, any bank in the world, this machine will give you in 1 month. If you act before the machine's finished. It's an if. Every business has early movers advantage. We're in the early mover advantage for this one. Some of us move the early mover advantage, screenshot this mathematics and do it. Because I'm going to explain it only once. So before I explain, let it be that it's already in your phone or in your gadget. I promise you, once you understand it, you're not going to sleep well for the next 1 week. That is a promise. And when you meet me online again, you say, yes, it was a promise kept. So this one will do for you what this one turns into your own bank, basically. When Ethereum came, Ethereum miners are still enjoying Ethereum for free as a return on their investment. Why the rest of us are buying Ethereum? Some people are enjoying Bitcoin for free today as a return on the investment they made 15 or 10 years ago. The rest of us are buying Bitcoin. You have this exact same opportunity today. Layerk is already selling for over $1, between $1.50 and $2 as I speak. What are you going to do about it? So if you buy the Minter, the one I call the most popular one, the $4,500 worth of Minter, it will give you an estimated 4 to 6% per month. Most banks will not give you up to 6% per month of real money when they remove all the tax. It's not up to 6% per year. But here you get it in 1 month. How do you get it? You buy a Minter 4,500 in this example. You stake tokens of layerk worth 45,000 because I told you it's times 10 the value of the Minter that you can buy the token and stake. The token itself is a collateral. It just helps you activate the Minter. It's like buying a car, then you have to buy fuel. So the fuel is your property. In this case, is the tokens. So you lock it for a period of time, let's say 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, according to your choice. Then the Minter start minting because you have supported the blockchain project. You have shown that yes, you're a stakeholder. You have met the terms and conditions. You can be dependent on. You are not just a passerby. You're not just a talker, you're a doer. Then what is the result? The result is that the quantity of tokens that money will buy, this 45,000 in this example, remember, it must not be 45,000. It can be 1,000 you added, it can be 2,000 worth of the token, it can be 3,000 worth of the token. Well, I'm just saying that you have up to 45,000 to put inside the machine for the machine to start minting what is called staking reward. It's like fixed deposit reward. So the tokens you buy for that 45,000 in this example is 22,500 tokens. So number of tokens minted per day is the hash. Remember I told you about the hash power, 0.21 divided by 100 because it's in percentage. Multiply by the total number of tokens you put as collateral. That will give you this number of token, layerk token per day, 47.25 per day. And how much is this selling per day? If we lock today's price, assuming today's price is $1.50, multiply by 47, which you are making daily, you make $70 daily. Now the question I ask you is, what if the price of the layerk token gets to $2? What about if the price tomorrow gets to $10? What about if the price of the layerk token gets to $15? There was a time 14 years ago, Bitcoin was $0.05. Bitcoin 14 years ago was $0.05. Ethereum in 2015 was 31 cents. Today, Ethereum is probably over $2,000 as I speak. This is September 2nd, 2024, to be precise. So the question is, was Ethereum regulated? Were there laws when Ethereum was born? The answer was no, or the is no. Was there laws of Bitcoin and blockchain when Bitcoin was born? The answer is no. But today, there are laws of Bitcoin. I mean, there are laws of regulating the blockchain in the state of Dubai, for example, in the country called United Arab Emirates. There's also the same in Singapore. There's also the same in Estonia. So this layerk blockchain is bettered in the state of the UAE. I mean, one of the states of the UAE. It has a regulator called Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority, VARA, regulating it, just like central banks regulate banks. VARA regulates blockchain-related activities for the country called UAE. So you get the point. And then some of the eggheads that founded layerk are from Europe. So they have branches in Austria, for example, and France. Therefore, MICA, M-I-C-A, is the second regulator. So passing through all these regulators and still being able to give a deal like this, for me personally, is groundbreaking. It's not something anybody should ignore. And when you do the math like we have done, you see that it's between 4 to 6%. 4% for the 100 meter Minter, $100 Minter, and up to 6.3% for this particular Minter. Please do the maths and let's discuss further when we have the opportunity. But by all means, make hay while the sun shines. No wonder many projects are already running to us. I told you about Desert Pearl. Okay, they were tokenized on our foundational blockchain called Zenic. All right, T-Drone, the first drone company to carry cargo across cities and countries. The first, regardless, is the first movie to be tokenized in the whole of the Gulf region, the Middle Belt, the Middle East. 5 Rings is a sporting company in Europe. Okay, they own a sporting company. They've been there for over 45 years. layerk, I told you already, is our brand new super blockchain with the features of Binance, features of Ethereum, features of Zenic, and features of Arbitrum, features of Polygon. Hardly will you find a blockchain that combines all these features and is running with a speed of up to 30,000 transactions per second. Bitcoin is only 7 transactions per second. I hope you know. Ethereum is officially 23 transactions per second, even though Ethereum is in the process of upgrading to for something more high in terms of transaction per second. Solana and Aaron are the only ones that are closer, but even those ones are struggling. This one is brand new, straight off the mint, with 30,000 transactions per second. Your micro, what they call it, MasterCard and Visa card, they are running on 25,000 transactions per second at their maximum speed. We were starting, and we can upgrade for more than 35,000 transactions per second. So 30,000 transactions per second, I meant to say, is the beginning for layerk. CEDO is the first real estate tokenized project for the state of Austria and Europe. Why are all these companies that obey MiCA regulation, very tough person to obey, MiCA, that's the regulator for the whole of Europe, how are they all coming to our blockchain? That is the question you must ask yourself. Why is Dubai in love with us? That's the question you must ask yourself. And why are you listening to me now? What are you going to do about it? Fortune, indeed, is calling. Okay? Don't let your children ask you. But you listen to one Lorenzo one evening, Daddy, what did you do about it? Or Mommy, you were there when layerk was born and the minters were being sold. Remember, it might come tomorrow and they'll say the minters are gone. We are the first of the 2 blockchains in the world also that has a phone that can mint money. We're one of the 2 blockchains in the world with a phone that can mint money. This is my own version of the phone. Okay, this phone means digital tokens. The first one was minted in another blockchain called Solana. This is the second one. So we're talking about something monumental, my friends. So what are you going to do about this information? It's in your hands right now as a roundup. So we have some friends who like to market, who like to talk, who like to influence. Whether you like it or not, some people are talented influencers from birth. There's a deal here for you. What you do for free can be paid for 6 times here. So today's presentation will not give details about the compensation plan, but just to let you know that we pay influencers 6 different ways. 6 different ways, all in dollars. Some is daily, some is weekly, some is monthly, some quarterly. So if you're a career person, are you well paid? Is your talent well compensated for? Are you not feeling shortchanged? You can do something about it. Keep your job, no doubt. Keep your business, no doubt, but plug in here. And then let the who pays the piper to detect the tune at some point. So I invite you to it. Our next presentation will be focusing on how you benefit. But you can screenshot this page so that to whet your appetite. 10% is one we cannot miss. If you refer somebody and the person buys a minter, buys one twice, buy anything, a percentage of that in the bought is yours for keep. Just like selling real estate. They give you a percentage for bringing in the real estate buyer, isn't it? To obtain sale. But our one is that anytime T moment M, a repeat transaction is made by the same customer, you get additional 10%. I repeat, if you bring somebody once, that's it. Because the minter the person is going to buy will be minting every day for 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, and so on. So anytime the person makes an additional purchase, you get additional 10%. You think about it. So if you take 1 year or 2 years or 3 years and put this as a side business, you can see the kind of crowd you would have put together. 1 person at a time, and all of that. So that opportunity exists, but it's strictly optional. You know, wealth is not for everybody. Only 5% of the world population control 95% of the world's wealth. How do they do it? One of the ways to get yourself into that wealth quadrant is what I'm showing you today. Let technology work for you. So it's back to the 2 steps that you need to take as a random. Step 1, be a customer. Just buy your machine and let it mint for you. Get your quantwise access and load your trading money on it and let it trade for you. Finish. But to do that, you need a 39 euro participation fee. This fee helps you get education, helps you support the maintenance of all the things I've been telling you that will be serving you. That's when you want to invest. Remember to add 39 euro. This one is what? Pay the annual membership fee. Xerapro is not for children. There's an annual membership fee on it, 39 euro. Okay. All right. So then what else do you need to know? If you have any question, please it's time to type it on the chat button. We'll not waste time because 1 hour is all we got. Then if you now want to be an influencer and also a customer, which I am, I'm a proud influencer and customer. We're called independent marketing associates of Xerapro. Okay. That one requires additional $60 plus initial 39, that's 99. Remember, you get the money back. Not a matter of days. These are just to show you that this business means business. You get education for free. You get mentoring for free. You join a global business for free from the comfort of your phone. You have real mentors and real teachers, not the fake ones that taught you in school. They gave you a certificate. There's no guarantee that you make money from the certificate. I went to school. I'm not saying you shouldn't go to school, but you need to add on top how to make money daily in dollars. That is the difference between fake and real teachers. So you get 3 teachers here. All you need to do, come in through the person who invited you. The person will get you a link on how to register. It's free. Then you can decide which of the 2 you want to participate in. You want to start as a customer first, later you upgrade, it's fine. You want to start with the mega deal, it's fine. You want to just remain as a customer, all are fine. So it's in your hands now. Thank you for listening to me, and join the company directly through these social media channels. Today, we're in the era of social media interactions. We have our community globally. So screenshot this page, go there, click and join, and be part of the community that is revolutionizing the world, cutting off middlemen, using technology and AI to make ourselves richer by legal and credible means, with government participating, with regulatory authority in charge, with laws, and with tokenization as the main deal. Thank you, and see you again. For those who were not here when I started, my name is Lawrence Enebeli. Friends and associates call me Lorenzo and Lorenzo the Great. Whichever one, I've learned how to answer all of those. It's my pleasure to have brought this on behalf of Genius Investors. We have our own YouTube channel, and you can join us in our social media channels to continue the discussion. This video, this presentation is recorded, and you can find it on our Genius Investors YouTube channel at some point. So you want to go there, screenshot this page, and help yourself. As I hand you over to our anchor, Christy Emmanuel. Christy, over to you, please.
Oh, thank you so very much, Coach Lorenzo. I couldn't be prouder of you for that brilliant presentation. It was very insightful, very informative. It was thought-provoking and eye-opening. So thank you so much. And gentlemen and ladies, we thank you for investing some time to learn about where the world is headed and how you can leverage wealth creation opportunities through blockchain, tokenization, and artificial intelligence. We brought this to you courtesy of our partners, Xerapro and the layerk blockchain, and all the other partners that we've talked about today. So this is a time you want to get back to the person who shared this invite with you. Now, this person is going to share with you a link that allows you create your own unique ID from where you can learn more information and make informed decisions. It's not every time you find these kind of deals and opportunities as brought to us by Xerapro. So you want to get back to the person who invited you. Like I said, it takes 3 to 5 minutes and you are done. And then you are on your way to making informed decision and generating income for yourself every single day. So it's time now to get your feedback. We have just about 3 more minutes to wrap this up. So if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments and we will respond to them as quickly as possible. And if we're not able to take your questions, please feel free to reach back to the person who invited you. They should be able to respond or get back to us at Genius Investors to provide you the responses to your inquiries. So I will go straight to the comments and see what questions you've left us.
Yes.
There is somebody who left question.
It's not too long, Christy.
Okay, so now I'm going to end the recording so it's not too long. Then we can take the questions.